Myanmar, a land of golden pagodas. These ancient structures shimmering in the sunlight tell stories of a rich cultural heritage and a deep spiritual history. They stand tall not just as architectural marvels but as symbols of the nation's enduring faith and resilience. It is also a land of vibrant streets. The markets are alive with the hustle and bustle of daily life. Vendors call out, enticing passers-by with their colorful displays of fruits, vegetables, and an array of exotic goods. The energy is palpable, and the atmosphere is electric. Come with me. Let's explore the heart of Myanmar. As we walk through these bustling streets, we are greeted with smiles and the warm hospitality of the locals. Each corner we turn reveals a new facet of this vibrant culture, from traditional crafts to modern-day innovations. This is a culinary adventure. The streets are lined with food stalls, each offering a unique taste of Myanmar's diverse culinary landscape. From savory snacks to sweet treats, there's something to tantalize every palate. Get ready for a feast of flavors. Imagine bustling markets. The air is filled with the sounds of sizzling pans and the chatter of vendors. The vibrant colors of fresh produce and spices create a visual feast, while the aromas beckon you to come closer and indulge. The air is thick with aromas. You smell spices, you smell grilling meats. The scent of lemongrass, ginger, and garlic mingles with the smoky aroma of barbecued meats, creating an irresistible invitation to taste and savor. This is the heart of Myanmar's street food scene. It's a sensory explosion. It's a delicious adventure. As night falls, the streets come alive with twinkling lights and the sounds of laughter and conversation. The food stalls are a hive of activity, with vendors expertly preparing dishes that have been passed down through generations. Myanmar's street food is more than just a meal. It's an experience. It's a journey through the country's rich culinary traditions. Each dish tells a story, from the ingredients used to the techniques employed in its preparation. It's a way of life. It's about community. It's about sharing. In Myanmar, food is a communal experience. Families and friends gather around to share meals, creating bonds and memories that last a lifetime. The act of sharing food is a reflection of the country's deep-rooted values of togetherness and generosity. It's about experiencing the true essence of Myanmar. Are you ready? Let's dive in. As we embark on this culinary journey, we will discover the heart and soul of Myanmar through its food. From the bustling markets to the quiet street corners, every bite is a testament to the country's rich heritage and vibrant culture. So, come along and let's savor the flavors of Myanmar together. Our first stop is a street stall. It's early morning, the air is cool, we're here for Mohinga. The streets are just waking up, and the aroma of freshly cooked food fills the air. Vendors are setting up their stalls, and the first customers of the day are already lining up, eager to get their hands on a steaming bowl of this beloved dish. This is Myanmar's national dish. Mohinga is more than just food. It's a cultural experience, a tradition passed down through generations. Each vendor has their own secret recipe, adding a unique twist to this classic dish. It's a fish noodle soup. It's a breakfast staple. For many, no day begins without a bowl of Mohinga. It's the fuel that powers the bustling streets of Myanmar, a comforting start to the day. Imagine a rich, flavorful broth. The base of Mohinga is a complex, aromatic broth that simmers for hours, absorbing the essence of its ingredients. It's a labor of love, a testament to the patience and skill of the cooks. It's simmered with lemongrass and ginger. Add thin rice noodles. The lemongrass adds a citrusy brightness, while the ginger brings a warm, spicy undertone. The rice noodles are delicate, absorbing the flavors of the broth perfectly. Then, add chunks of tender fish. The fish is often catfish, cooked until it's tender and flaky, blending seamlessly with the broth. Each piece of fish is a burst of umami, enhancing the overall depth of the dish. Top it off with crispy fritters. This is Mohinga. The fritters add a delightful crunch, contrasting with the softness of the noodles and fish. They're often made from chickpea flour, adding a nutty flavor to the mix. Each spoonful is an explosion of flavor. The combination of textures and tastes is what makes Mohinga so special. It's a dish that engages all your senses, from the first whiff of the broth to the last bite of fritter. You taste the savory broth. The broth is the heart of Mohinga, rich and savory, with layers of flavor that unfold with each sip. It's a comforting, soul-warming experience. You taste the delicate fish. The fish adds a subtle sweetness, balancing the savory broth. It's cooked to perfection, tender and flavorful, a testament to the skill of the cook. You taste the crunch of the fritters. The fritters provide a satisfying crunch, a textural contrast that elevates the dish. They're a reminder that Mohinga is as much about texture as it is about flavor. This is a symphony of flavors. Each ingredient plays its part, coming together to create a harmonious whole. It's a dish that tells a story of tradition, of community, of the love and care that goes into every bowl. It's a delicious way to start your day. Mohinga is more than just a meal. It's an experience, a connection to the culture and people of Myanmar. It's a reminder that the simplest dishes are often the most profound, bringing joy and comfort to those who partake. Next up is Lahpet thok. This is a fermented tea leaf salad. It's a unique dish. It's a must-try in Myanmar. Picture this: a plate piled high with fermented tea leaves. They're mixed with crunchy beans. Add toasted sesame seeds. Add a squeeze of lime. This is Lahpet thok. The taste? It's unlike anything you've ever experienced. It's tangy, it's savory, it's slightly bitter, it's an explosion of textures. It's a true adventure for your taste buds. Now, let's try Shan noodles. This is a beloved dish in Myanmar. It's from the Shan state. It's a culinary tapestry of flavors. Imagine thin, flat rice noodles. They're tossed in a flavorful sauce. The sauce is made with tomatoes and chilies. Add tender chicken or pork, sprinkle on roasted peanuts and coriander. This is Shan noodles. Each bite is a burst of flavor. You taste the savory sauce, you taste the nutty peanuts, you taste the fresh coriander. This is a dish that will leave you wanting more. Section 5. The sizzle and smoke of grilled skewers. As the sun sets, the night markets come alive. The streets, once quiet and empty, begin to buzz with activity. Vendors set up their stalls, and the aroma of various street foods starts to fill the air. The night market is a sensory overload with vibrant colors, enticing smells, and the sounds of sizzling grills and chattering crowds. It's a place where people come together to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, and nothing epitomizes this more than the grilled skewers. The air is filled with the sizzle of grills. Each skewer is carefully placed on the hot coals, and the sound of the meat hitting the grill is music to the ears of any food lover. The sizzle is a promise of the deliciousness to come, a prelude to the mouth-watering experience that awaits. The aroma of grilled meats fills the air. It's a heady mix of smoky, savory scents that make your mouth water and your stomach rumble. The smoke rises in wisps, carrying with it the tantalizing smell of marinated meats and spices. It's an aroma that draws people in, making it impossible to resist. This is the place to be for grilled skewers. Picture this: a bustling market with rows of stalls, each one offering a different variety of skewers. The vendors are busy, turning the skewers, fanning the flames, and serving up delicious bites to eager customers. The atmosphere is electric, filled with the sounds of laughter, conversation, and the constant sizzle of grills. Rows of skewers lined up on grills. There's chicken, there's pork, there's seafood. Each skewer is a work of art, carefully prepared and cooked to perfection. The chicken is tender and juicy, the pork is flavorful and succulent, and the seafood is fresh and delicious. There's something for everyone, no matter what your taste preferences are. They're marinated in flavorful sauces. The secret to the deliciousness of these skewers lies in the marinade. Each vendor has their own special recipe, a blend of spices and sauces that infuse the meat with incredible flavor. The skewers are brushed with the marinade, ensuring that every bite is packed with taste. Then they're grilled to perfection. Choose your skewers. Watch as they're turned on the grill, each side getting perfectly charred and caramelized. The vendors are masters of their craft, knowing exactly when to turn the skewers and when to take them off the grill. The result is a skewer that's perfectly cooked, with a deliciously smoky flavor and a tender, juicy texture. Watch as they're grilled to perfection. The process is mesmerizing, a dance of fire and smoke, with the skewers slowly turning and the meat sizzling and browning. It's a sight that captivates the senses and makes your mouth water in anticipation. The smoky aroma fills the air. Take a bite. The moment you've been waiting for is here. The vendor lifts a skewer off the grill, the smoke swirling around it, and hands it to you. You take a bite and the flavors explode in your mouth. The meat is tender and juicy, the marinade is rich and flavorful, and the smoky taste adds an extra layer of deliciousness. The meat is tender and juicy. The flavors are incredible. Each bite is a burst of taste, a combination of savory, smoky, and slightly sweet flavors that make you want to keep eating. The skewer is more than just a piece of meat on a stick. It's a culinary experience, a taste of the culture and tradition of the night market. This is street food at its finest. The night market is a celebration of food, culture, and community. It's a place where people come together to enjoy delicious food, share stories, and create memories. The grilled skewers are a highlight, a must-try for anyone visiting the market. So come, take a stroll through the bustling stalls, breathe in the smoky aroma, and savor the incredible flavors of the grilled skewers. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Section 6, a feast for the senses, the soul of Myanmar's streets. Myanmar's street food is more than just food. It's an experience. It's a feast for the senses. It's the soul of Myanmar. Imagine strolling through the streets. The air is alive with sounds. You hear vendors calling out. You hear the sizzle of woks. You hear the chatter of people. The smells are intoxicating. You smell spices. You smell grilled meats. You smell sweet treats. It's a sensory overload. It's an unforgettable experience. Section 7, from farm to plate, the essence of freshness. One thing is clear. Myanmar's street food is all about freshness. The ingredients are sourced locally. They're prepared with care. They're bursting with flavor. Imagine fresh vegetables, imagine herbs, imagine spices. They're all sourced from local markets. They're the heart and soul of Myanmar's cuisine. These fresh ingredients are what make Myanmar's street food so special. They bring out the natural flavors. They create a symphony of tastes. It's a culinary experience like no other. Section 8, a culinary journey through Myanmar's regions. Myanmar is a land of diverse cultures. This diversity is reflected in its cuisine. Each region has its own unique dishes. It's a culinary journey waiting to be explored. In Mandalay, you'll find spicy curries. In Shan State, you'll find tangy salads. In the Irrawaddy Delta, you'll find fresh seafood dishes. Exploring Myanmar's street food is like taking a culinary journey. Each region offers a new adventure. It's a chance to taste the real Myanmar. Section 9. Savoring Myanmar's flavors. Tips for an unforgettable experience. Ready to embark on your own Myanmar street food adventure? Here are some tips. Choose vendors with clean stalls. Look for fresh ingredients. Don't be afraid to try new things. Learn a few basic Burmese phrases. This will enhance your experience. It's a sign of respect. It will make ordering a breeze. Most importantly, come hungry. Myanmar's street food scene is waiting to be explored. It's an adventure for your taste buds. It's an experience you won't forget.